6 house. I keep forgetting to put the 6th house. Hello, Aquarius and Ophiuchus in the 6th house, finishing up the full moon in Virgo, blood moon in Virgo, worm moon. Seen that worm in my, yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to look at my other life. So yeah, what's up with? I'm gonna read Aquarius's. I didn't read. What I didn't read. I didn't read. Cancer, Leo, and Sagittarius. I'll do that another day. Okay. I'll read about Aquarius and Ophiuchus. I never knew that about Ophiuchus. I just found it. That's pretty interesting. Probably do. Yeah. So let's see. There'll be no whining moon, I think, after this. See how far I want to go tonight. Okay. Damn, I need my other phone. Jeez. So Aquarius. We'll read a little bit about you. First, put your body parts, which is the shins. Those are knees, right? Calves, ankles, circulatory system. Movement and circulation flow in the body. Innovation, marching to their own beat. Okay. Supporting the body's overall structure. Governs the flow of the blood. Sensitive areas. So Aquarius takes extra care of their lower legs to avoid. You need to take extra care of your lower legs to avoid strain. Okay. 6th house Aquarius brings innovative, unconventional, and humanitarian approach to work, health, and daily routines. Flexibility, uniqueness, mental stimulation, social services, struggle with rigid routines, need a different way to approach things. Okay. Technology, careers, causes of social reform, not fitting in traditional corporate structures, need intellectual freedom daily for daily tasks, guard against high stress that impact your nervous system. Okay. Hey, two brothers, what's up? Hey, John Mars. Hey, John Coco Mellon. Okay, I don't have a question up there, but okay. Like intelligent. This was funny. Like intelligent and independent pets. I like that. Unique and detached relationships with colleagues. Okay. If weak conflicts arise. Okay. Also, I have what is innovative, creativity, um, product ideas, new methods, advanced or original, creative thinking, change, transformation. Okay. Boldly go where no man has gone before. Hey, days of future. Hey, Ayla. Um, yeah, going beyond the norm. Seek better to do things fresh. Uh, Perspectives. Technology is a big thing of Aquarius. taking technology and turning it into art. Okay. Um, the cutting edge. It says future trends, pioneers. Okay. Um, making something new and better as that adds value, smarter way of doing things, solves problems, improves, and independent uh, on what already exists. Real, making it real useful. Okay, yeah. So that's Aquarius. Okay. So we'll go ahead on and get started on the Aquarius. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate that. Let's see what they talking about with Aquarius. What's going on for you in this sixth house? You can have a sun Aquarius. You can have any sun sign. Um, I'm talking about the sixth house, the Virgo house of health. That's what we're talking about. So if you don't, if you feel boxed in, your health is not good. Your chins, your calves, your ankles, the circulatory system, the blood is flowing like it's supposed to from the top of the head, the life to the bottom of the feet, going back and forth with no blockages, no chakras being blocked. Um, moving, exercising, marching to your own beat, feeling free. Um, then you can have some stress and strain issues, and you could become I don't want to say Dr. Frankenstein because he did it for love. Um, what's a good one you could become? It won't be good. Let's put it like that. It won't be good at all. Okay. That's making Cabbage Patch, the zombies, the clones. You know what I'm saying? Selfish acts. And yeah, like they stole all those scientists and chemists and all that from Germany a long time ago, America, and made them work on their whatever they had to work on and invent stuff that was crazy, including the spacecrafts and all that kind of stuff. Okay, more of the alien, because they go, they automatically that sign is with the gods. So you know what I'm saying. So that's why maybe you feel some type of way. It could make you angry that you're not doing, or people don't believe in you. Um, you got to believe in yourself first and foremost. So if there's a low self-esteem, any kind of trigger that somebody could trigger you and get you to do things, it could also being materialistic or money hungry, because it's supposed to be a balance there. You know what I'm saying? So that could be an issue too. Greedy, eating too much, all kind of shit could cause a lot of imbalancing and make you make wrong decisions and doing wrong things. And believe me, this gonna try to make their best effort to make you do some fucked up shit for their benefit. Okay, we got the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Something's not working. ATM, evidence, crops could be farming. Maybe you did it in the winter where it was taking long. Certain plants you need to plant in the winter time. Certain plants in the spring, stuff like that. But it's money related. Um, you put in the hard work, um, but it's like you no evidence. It's like you didn't, but actually you did. Um, on your life, whatever it may be, work or life. Then we got the Knight of Wands. Um, reckless, want to get your way. This could, whatever sun sign. Okay, so could have been somebody could have been reckless in their life, or player from the Himalaya. Passport stamps count. Passport stamps count. As well on passports. They was talking about. I'm gonna leave that up there because they was talking about passports, how they changing the passport issues. Okay. Eight of Swords reverse. What is this? Oh, the ink got on my arm. My pen busted. I don't like that. That ink get in your bloodstream is not good. Hey Anna, Emma, Am, hey, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the family. I appreciate you. Okay, so always you can look at my description box, or if anything that I'm reading on now, if it's your sign or somebody you know or something that's pertaining to your life, you can always participate. Okay, it's got to do with what I'm talking about. Okay, any other questions? Look in my description box or on my page. Okay, I do birth chart readings and everything as well. Okay, but if it's what about the side? Does sixth house of Virgo, Aquarius, a fucus? I'm doing a fucus as well. Then, and what I'm reading, you can ask questions about that. Okay, so we clear. Okay. Um. So King of Swords. Okay, private jail, plea bargain. Somebody you could be. This could be youth. You trying to help get out of jail. You can be a person that helps people get out of jail. Um, juvenile, something like that. Somebody's being released out of jail. Okay. Could have learned their lesson. We'll see. Or not. Okay. And we got King of Swords. So somebody's going to tell the experience of jail life. Appreciate it. Thank you again. Um, so somebody's coming out and talking about the experience in the jailhouse. A difference between private jail and regular jail. Ooh, that would have been a question. Okay. That ought to be interesting. The work. Somebody's going back to work. Okay. Or it could be the work that they did in jail. Let's see. Masons, Eastern Stars, because it is. Hard work. Okay, so somebody got like a job, jewelry store, somewhere you dress really nice. Don't have to. This card has that um, sort of thing. Um, Pictures on the other ones. It says work masons, no money, nice dresser. So it's not paying a lot of money, but you working. Okay. Let's see. So somebody got out, or let's see what they learned, because they coming out speaking the truth. Could be bought out by a constable or something. Cop. Okay, we got Scorpio energy. Could be a Scorpio sun, whoever. Um, Skull and Bones, I gotta mention that. You could have a job at the morgue. You can have a job, a funeral home, graveyard digger, whatever. Or you could be just dealing with a Scorpio. Some Scorpio may be coming to pick you up out of jail, or the Scorpio's in jail. I don't know. Okay. Aimed at the head. So the third eye. Police. So maybe you're doing police training, and they're telling you about prisoners and how they maybe don't change or reckless or something like that. Okay, let's see. Forensic officer, getting evidence. Then we got Three of Wands. Going to gold, so that's the gold. Okay. Somebody might be happy that they didn't die in jail. She be like, I am so glad I didn't die in that motherfucker. And Seven of Swords. Reverse. Someone may went in for stealing. So this person coming out talking, telling about the experience, or maybe trying to warn somebody. Either way it goes. Researching, could be researching too, because Aquarius is research technology. Coming clean, not being you, imposter syndrome. So somebody was like, that wasn't me. Maybe it was somebody made you do it, or you was in a gang, or it says future plans over, completion over, moving forward, growth. Okay. It's also CPS. Could be glad to see your kids if you had kids, or something about a clergyman paying somebody. I don't know if he was an orphan, or because I'm looking at the card, the original card with the Grim Reaper and that Rose. I did a reading on that. Rose something. It's got to do with Jesus and Mary. Some type of secret society. But given, and then the woman on the ground, maybe to come up. Ten of Swords. Okay, we got Nine of Wands, feeling like a victim, so he was behind bars, a victim. The third eye was closed. Okay. Working with a Scorpio, working on a Scorpio. And then we got Queen of Wands, somebody loving, bright, action-oriented, love their family. Could be somebody kin to you, or you had to go out an angel in that damn place. Something like that. Everybody looked out for you. Okay. Oh, shit. Got Ten of Swords. Ooh, I don't know if they stab you in the back, maybe. Not healing. Virgo energy. Force. You don't know who for against you now. So somebody that you thought was loving, you look up to, stab you in the back. I don't know if it's a father figure, some type of force, or force you to do something. Not healing. All your fights, collabing, conjuring, martial arts, dancing, studio. Could be making a video, rapping, sing, whatever, however you do that. Magician reverse, so that's the Hermit as well as Gemini. Virgo, Gemini, evil sorcerer. So I don't know if you're dealing with people who had mask on, mask off. You're speaking truth now. So this might be people that were in jail with you, or So the Hermit is reversed. You had no idea the gossip, the backstabbing that's been going on, the witchcraft, the magic. Um, Also, that's my poison card, elixir, making poison elixirs, poisoning your mind or something. Ace of Wands reverse. No love, self-doubt, missed opportunity, blocked, not inspired, confused, lazy, no love. So you kind of looking, okay, that's Scorpio again, ending or finishing a transformation twice. About a death also. See what I'm saying about the card, how I look with the kids. I always say CPS. Then the mother's on the ground, um, trying to discredit the mother to take the kids away. Some plot, some plan, like he's giving the Grim Reaper money to take them to this portal over here. See, it's a boat back in the background. And it takes him to, like, I said, beyond the ice walls, but somewhere else. And either kill or discredit the mother, parents. Something you notice what's going on. If these are, I don't know why I want to say juveniles. Okay. Maybe you work with them, like I said. I don't know. Ace of Pentacles, hard times, a challenge, obstacles, missed opportunity again. Undercover payment, hard, okay. Poor investment, no change or help. Insecure, mismanaged. So you're looking at all the whole picture, and that's what you do. Okay, you could be looking at the crime show, you could be looking at whatever. Okay. Okay, we got the Hierophant. So speaking on it, or a father figure, somebody in authority. Oh, I ain't get enough water. People or parents or something, people in authority. Or could be the warden, could be chief of police, a president, maybe looking at, paying attention to all this shit. Looking at the news, the politicians, the trickery of it all, magic, the black magic, the white magic, the whatever the fuck they all using. Okay, listen. Importance of authority. What is the importance? Importance of authority. Yeah, somebody who's did the healing, bias, trying to live a half decent life. Could be a teacher, professor. I don't know if you look up to this person yet. We'll see. Mm-mm. She got the fool card. Trying to get away with something. The authority. Yeah. Grown ups have this position, but maybe they're abusing it. Let's see. Portal dimension. Wormhole. Innovate. Or innocent. Free. Taking a chance. Leaving. Exploring. No plan. Joker. Changes look. Faith. Of the unknown. Taurus energy. So, feeling some type of again. Now this could be breaking out of jail. Fugitives could be. Um, Not the cooks. Military. Not the government. Okay. You got a war going on. Expansion. Portal. Okay. Over here in America. Okay. Orders. Head person. Retired military. No gun. Ooh. So are they asking you to come back because of this war or whatever going on? Security guard could work at the jail. Then we got control because you were in the military. Intelligent and your expertise, your skill. Helping them find fugitives or helping them find what? Paid spy. No risk. Agent. Easy dreamer. There you go. With Capricorn, y'all right by each other, y'all similar. But Capricorns, this the system as well. Capricorns to me are more of the ones who like what's going on. You know, they like their material. Not every Capricorn. Materialistic trendsetters, y'all trendsetters too. But they believe in the structure, the discipline, the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? They'll sacrifice themselves more than you, a free thinker. Okay, that could be what they want with their expertise, or you and someone thinking about getting the fuck on, exploring, living life before they try to recruit people, draft people in the army or something like that. Could you be controlled? This could be a soldier. This could be somebody too telling their story. Because I did a reading on them before them soldiers got hurt in Iran. They were afraid for their life. I forgot what zodiac sign I was doing. They was being... Okay, go back to the thing, okay? Because I already got enough hype. Okay. It says peace, humanitarian. That's who you are. Starseed children. Looking for free starseed children. Is that what that is? Controlling them. Okay, jailhouse full of them. Right? Bobby Hemmett said, if there were a Jesus to come back, just like he came before, however they said he came, born in a manger, he wasn't rich. So if he came back, he would probably be similar to that, according to what the mission is, whatever. But this is, could be a Capricorn sun on this 6th house, Aquarius 6th house. But, let's see. Or it could be a star in Hollywood, because it's also on my Hollywood card. Capricorn also represents that. Let's read. I don't know my cards. Oh, here they go. See what type of star seed we're dealing with. Star seed cards. Okay. That one stuck out. Palladians, some of the old souls of the Taurian constellation. The Seven Sisters, five-dimensional love and vibration, the peace and harmony they came to this planet to bring. Okay, so that's fitting. Color blue, highly knowledge about metaphysical concepts and advanced healing abilities. But not doing this, you feel like a people pleaser, want to be perfect, and perhaps have a lot of anxiety and depression or self-esteem issues. Not being in your truth. Not You're not from here. Okay, it's celestial from another realm, and they're showing more and more of people who on Scorpio in reverse. Interesting. About other realms, they just showed. That's what I said. What was I looking at? They showed the Crystal City. Anyway, so they're want to corrupt and control you, starseed children. Okay, Palladians. Okay, King of Wands. Action. He's sitting on his throne, watching his gecko. Same patterns. Eight of Wands. Not walking away. Are they trying to make sure you don't walk away? She would free up here. Maybe that's why you're trying to go first. Okay, now going back to this could be about some other people. Like I say, I don't know why I keep saying juvenile. Could don't have to be juvenile. Could be people in jail, fugitives, people who free. Could be the homeless. Could be just people. Period. Star seeds. Okay, they want to control that. Control them. Remember I told you about Bless the Child movie. Y'all need to watch that. Okay. Fred can't walk away. Eight of Cups reverse. Turn their world upside down all over the world. So are they looking for Pacific people or children? Deep down. Alice in the Wonderland type. Because this also my Saturn black people card. And it's not just blacks, but it's star seeds. But that's my black card. Access granted. Evil. Cycle not complete. So they still looking for this. Now this could be, you know, a lot of the universe is underground or in the water, right? If you know, you know. Um, and then you again don't know who against or for you. See, it's like the grown-ups supposed to know or be leading by example. The president has an important job to make sure everybody feels, places stay safe, stuff like that. you know, like you would a child. That's how I look at the president's position. But by it being controlled by other beings, it's not so much. So turning the world upside down. So they're looking for access granted into that portal we was talking about earlier. So they got in underground or on the other side of the ice walls or beyond the ice walls, out of our little something, because there's other places all around. I know y'all might not know what I'm talking about, but those who've been rocking with me, you do, and those who study, either this could be a professor talking about travels. On their travels, they seen this and they seen that, stuff like that. Okay. So somebody has an access granted. Okay, let's see. You do we are with the gods. Okay, okay. We got the Three of Wands reverse. All the skeletons out the closet. Seeing everything. Oh, what was I looking at? I was imagining that somebody took me. I don't know. It wasn't me. It was a young boy, and he got into the Hollywood thing, and they took him to. I was saying about the Crystal City for some reason that came. I don't know if this mixed up in my dreams or what it was, and he was trying to be normal because he was seeing things that was beyond the veil. You know what I'm saying? And he never seen before. And he was trying to be cordial, because you had the big aliens, you had the tall ones, you had, different type of beings, kind of like the movie Will Smith played in. Um, and they were all type of beings and all of this, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" Was trying to give a dab and all that kind of stuff. But he was actually scared, but he didn't want to show that. So he was with somebody who was like showing him around. I can't remember all of that, but I remember that part right there. I don't remember what happened to him after that. Oh, was that a dream? I don't remember. And I'm trying to see what else happened. I can't remember. So access granted, dark web, deep dark things. So somebody might be searching the dark web. That could be also true. Finding all kind of crazy ass shit. I only read bits and pieces of people who visited the web and how even when they close their account, they still getting weird people calling them and harassing them and really spooky shit happening, sending them shit. So yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't know why my voice sounded like that. It is what it is. Knight of Pentacles, reverse, a schedule. Okay, it was a time for the portal to open. I think we just had a 222. But this has nothing to do with that. Okay, they say 11 right here though. 21 and 8. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And then it says A. So I don't know. Cyrus B, Cyrus A, Gemini A, I don't know. Pyramids, maze, so free, coming out of the maze. Or somebody might be just grateful that they're getting out of whatever they were in. But it's on a time schedule, virtual reality. So, or somebody might have that headset on. You might be doing that. Okay. But totally different reality. Self-discipline. achieving goals. This remind me of the people was talking about when they were young and went on a field trip and how they took them underground. Some of them, they were trying to see what their gift was. Um, for like, they explained that where they went on these spacecrafts, kind of like Star Wars, and they were fighting against the enemy in the spiritual in the universe or whatever. And some of them, they stole their gifts because I think it's like a chakra on the children. The 12th chakra for some reason comes to mind, and it's for themselves. And somebody was talking about how the kids looked at older than I think there was that new lady I found when I showed her video. They were looking older um, than they were. It's like the person transferred. If it was an older person, gave a young person, or either just drained their energy, one of the two, like a vampire sucked the energy out, or gave them all of their pains and hurts. It's movies like that. Benjamin Button is opposite, but anyway, and took their youth. But so he said, young, it was a man and a lady, and they were grown now with their own families, but bits and pieces of what happened to them as a child, they say, started surfacing. So took them on the spacecraft. He said it's so fast that going on a field trip, just that short length of time, in the other realm is different timing. And he aged in that, and he used his expertise. Um, they have certain children they pick, okay? Star Seed kids, different children they pick. And he used his gift to help them fight whoever they were fighting in the spiritual realm. And when he turned 25, like I said, it was the same day, same however many hours it take for them to go on a field trip or whatever. When he said when he turned 25, they brought him back. He became a child again. I know this sounds crazy, but hey, the shit been going on. And they gave him a shot like Will shit. No offense to Will Smith. That's his life. I like Will. And they gave him a shot. Took his memories of what just happened, and he went back to school. Got back on the bus or whatever, like nothing happened. He said it's so advanced, you wouldn't believe. A lady said the same thing. She said she would be kind of out of it, but she didn't. She would get flashings of things, but they ignored it till they got, it started really coming heavy on them for them to know what went on. I guess the memory spell wore off or whatever, but it was there a long ass time. So we got work for 7 Pentacles reverse. Not working, so something is not working on you. What is okay? So we got head reverse. So your self-discipline. If they did give you the shot or whatever the deal is, or they tried to, maybe when you was in a hospital or hospital jail or whatever. Okay, that's my hospital card. That's also your gifts. That's ambulance, fire trucks, Red Cross, missionaries. zombies praising the Pied Piper, but you know your gifts. A lot of people listen, amazed. It's also graveyard dirt, helping people rise to see because you're speaking on Hierophant energy, and it's a King of Swords. So you're speaking on truth. Okay. That maybe you decide that's your job, that's your calling. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Okay, it's not the normal way, and that's fitting because y'all not the normal type people. Okay, we got Four of Cups, so you could be doing this, you know, barely getting to sleep. Um, keeping secrets. Okay, maybe you don't want nobody to know you had a gift, or they want you to keep a secret of what they did to you wherever you were. Spaceship, jailhouse, work, a job you went to. It was strange, felt strange. It says critical, Masons, Eastern Stars, pushing, a rushing, empty, closed bank, not working. Okay, let's see. High Priestess, Pisces, Cancer energy, blocked. Block your memories, keeping secrets. Okay. Okay. Three of Cups, reverse. Depending on money, not free. No energy. Close off in some type of facility. Could be like I say, you're remembering being in, laying down or sitting in a chair or whatever the deal was. Taking your memories, blocking your memories. Close off. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Business going down. BITCH, greedy, don't play by the rules. Overworked, trying to get off the ground, selfish, greedy, and jealous. Three people, it was three of y'all, or these three people were rude, mean. It was a head nurse, I don't know. To me, that's like hooked to different things, you know, to get a reaction. Okay, broken heart, they broke your heart. The radio were talking to you, something like that. And then the Ten of Swords could have been hooked to a lot of things too. Okay, yeah, you're exposing some stuff that you're remembering. They don't want you to remember, but it didn't work on you. The memory spell, or the memory shot, or whatever the deal was. Maybe they gave you 3 shots, or it could have been 3 of y'all. You know, could have been. King of Swords reverse. Of the lies. quiet power, exposing the lies. Ten of Cups, happy land. Somewhere y'all went. Somewhere y'all went. Of the land. Exposing of the land. Family, off grid, country, party, rainbow children. Other side of the rainbow. So you somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Liza Minnelli could be watching that. Wizard of Oz. I said Emerald City or Silver City. Or Silver City. It was an old picture. Silver City, Chicago coming into mind. I'm thinking about two different things. I don't know why. Oh, the windy city is mighty pretty. Doris Day. It ain't got what we got. And it was the Music Man. Yeah, the Music Man. It's an old picture. And he was, I can't remember everything he was saying. I don't know why that came into mind. Nine of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer. Everybody here. Everybody get up. Dun, 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 dun. Square, square, who's there? I think she's a Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. Something Tina Marie. Maybe this is where they take celebrities. I was telling y'all about the video about Beyonce. The man said she was actually at a facility while her clone person or being or whatever it was took over her whole life. Not hidden. Reflection, not hiding it. Or something's not hidden. Okay, something turning your favor. It's also my space station satellite. It's like something leaving or going to. Something big. Aquarius. Things going your way. I don't know, kept making you drink shit. Rainbow children. That's my Bifrost Bridge. Thor and Odin. A realization. Bliss. Walking across the bridge. And what was his name? Damn, I say it all the time. The keeper of the bridge. I don't know. Okay, so like I say, happy birthday, Pisces. A lot of people, a meeting, party. Not real big because you got like 9 cups. Could be going to the round table of the elders. I don't know. The 24 elders. I don't know. Two of Wands reverse. Stay strong. Change the world. Because the world is not in your hands. Lost control. No confidence. Failed. Don't see. Missed opportunity, losses, intellect, stolen, or you did something against the ancestors, stuck, and knowledge. See, that's for you. Oh, okay. Chariot. Now, these two right now go together to me. Spacecraft or something. What's this full moon in Virgo? Blood moon. Alternate carbon coming to mind if y'all seen that series. Because they live in a castle beyond the clouds, right? Elite. As above, so below. Okay, it's my restaurant, store, innovative future. I know I'll be tripping, I'm sorry. Something out the box. You know they got their own tunnels. Aquarius, you already know you're different. You already know you're bizarre. Things that happen to you wouldn't happen to the normal person, right? You really looking at things for what they are now, according to what the age you are. I'm thinking somebody young, and you're brilliant-minded, genius even. I would even associate y'all with the gens. You don't have to be. So by saying that, be careful the company you keep or what somebody try to make you do for your expertise, because they know who you are. Dark web, lunch, dinner, restaurant, down the dark. Back again. It's the by far spirit bridge. Somewhere in Empress City. Underground, the world reverse. Family. Because it says whole nother. Maybe you know your true found. That's your new family, or I mean your real family. Or you just want to help your family out so y'all can be happy together. I could be there too. Okay. Ace of Swords reverse. A lie. A lie. Have truth. Miscommunication and trouble. Money, happy family, contracts, investments, deals. So were you fooled? You thought your family was happy? Or heirs property or inheritance or something? Put a fork in the road or something. Now you're feeling depressed. She finding out some things, but you know, ain't all that glitter ain't gold, right? So it's like, yeah. clarity, potential, intellect, new ideas. Ace of Swords reversed, the lies. Now you find out the truth. King of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups. People acting like children. Need to grow up. Authority figures. Yeah. The ones who's supposed to take care of their people in the right way. It just seemed like to me you found whoever it may be. You don't have to be young. Maybe you didn't know your life. You went to work, you did whatever. And then memories start surfacing. Or you didn't know people. You didn't really look at people. Maybe you stay high all the time, I don't know. And you didn't really look at people as using you. Because you try to be, cool and helping and stuff like that. But now you're noticing and remembering different places that's out of this world right here. The word reversed twice. Okay, into somewhere else. The family you got, you know, may not be your family. Something like that. I did talk about abortion. Adoption, right? Let's see. Could have some encounters. All your people. Somebody telling you truth about who you are. They lying to start a war, making illusions to fool us, want us to fear and get on board. Boom. They all work together, all the countries, to fool us. Jews. Christ don't come for me. Fucking boyfriend. Got me working day and night. Why you let them do you like that? Take cover, stay down, pretend dead. That's Scorpio twice. Shots fired. Oh, damn. They switch the death birth certificates. That's not how they died or was born. Inside job. Revenge porn. Revenge or porn. Kitchen witch with bad intentions. In your home. Like them young. So witch, eat children. It's a family affair. Private. Your kid's child got themselves in a mess. Don't know how to get out. Being blackmailed. We are different. I'm trying to save the world. You want to destroy it. Too much hurt. Father, make sure kids have a YouTube and social media channel. You show up so predators won't set them up and target them. I love you. I love your children. Protect you and yours. Fight back or leave booby traps ready. She wants to kill you, so don't ignore this. Kill him or her father. Shapeshifters, animals or persons stealing money, attached or watching you. Unless there's another agenda on your mind. Fake. I'm good. You don't have to keep checking on me and spying, riding by. Unless there's another agenda. Okay. Sacrifice cancer. The mother, America, whatever. Could be family. Revenge on motherfuckers. Lick back, so they finna retaliate, whatever you say it. Either other countries that we're fighting with, or on a personal, professional level, right around us. Stay ready, she gonna have to get ready. A bomb comes from the sky. Wow. They want you to kill someone. Could backfire on you, or bad punishment for you. Just fucking a side piece. Family blood. Witches, covenant, and bloodline. You're a spy. Watching van or car outside or out of town. Your every move. Government, secret society, exes, family, friends, etc. Look around the house. Technology is a problem. Haunted camp, house or town. Your husband, wife, sister, Capricorn. Okay, I know those are the shit off the wall. But if it fit, it fit. If it don't, it do not. Alright, Aquarius. We gotta make it to the fetus. I was feeling some strange breathing for a minute. Let me like this back up. Wake up, drink. What do you say? Some drink. Some drink. That came to mind, yeah. And my stepdad was very smart. He loved him some drinking. He was Aquarius. He loved to drink. And now I know he had all types of people come around and tell him what he seen, what he had to go through. He's very good on his job. They loved him. But he just didn't. He kept us with allowance. I know that. You can go to him anytime and get some change, get some money. Yeah, they got sleeping. Oh, I want me to do a focus. Let me give me some coffee, y'all. Hey, Pink. Hello, sir. I'm a ma'am, but it's fine. Half man, half woman. Gemini energy. I gotta make some coffee. I'll be right back. Let me show you guys some pictures or something. I don't know. Beautiful landscape. Beautiful lives. Should we watch him? Can y'all see that from over there?
Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube.
I like my friend. Let's watch him right quick. Give me a little break.
Path had arrived. Explore your story. And
Dream on. Dream on.
Last thing these babies need is a wet diaper waking them up. Only Pampers Swaddlers has a keep dry liner to keep them comfortably dry. Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Look, they're panicking. They're panicking. They're switching people around. Look, man, we got a lot of things to talk about in this video, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man, because this right here is going to be good. Make sure y'all watch all the way to the end or you will get lost in the sauce, man. I appreciate my new subscribers. We're on our way to 1 million, baby. And look, every step of the way, man, we're going to keep stepping on them. Let's get this video right here to like 20,000 likes. And just know, if you're going through a tough time, you're not in this life by yourself. We're going through this thing called life together. Let's get it.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
A few moments later.
The president said, and it's an extraordinary statement, the lives of courageous American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties. That often happens in war, but we're doing this not for now, but we're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission.
Did Israel just attack Iran? Yes, all right, thank you. Did the United States of America participate in attacking Iran just now? Yes. Is Iran going to respond back? Yes. Is Iran going to attack Israel? Yes, that was very strong. Is Iran going to attack the United States of America? Yes. Is Iran going to attack the United States of America on their own soil? Yes. Thank you. Is that attack going to happen anytime soon? No. No. All right, thank you. Is this attack going to happen in a little while from now? Yes. Is there going to be a regional war that occurs now in the Middle East? Yeah. Is there going to be a larger war that occurs next year, though, in 2027? Yeah. So this war will expand larger next year? Yes. Okay, thank you. Should the world be concerned about what is happening right now? Yes. Is Russia and China going to help? Yep, that was responded straight away. Is this war going to get nuclear? Does that mean nuclear activity is actually going to happen? No. Thank you.
June last year, when we bombed Iran during the 12-Day War, I said if that escalated to a full-scale war, that would be World War III and we would lose that shit. And last night, I said the same thing in regards to Trump's 10-day countdown to full-scale war with Iran. Watch this. This explains everything that happens next.
Then you're going to have the Americans start to attack Venezuela and possibly other countries in South America. America is in for a bad time, okay? And then what we can expect to happen is America at some point will go to war with Iran. And this will destroy both countries, okay? Iran will not lose this war, but it won't win this war either because America is just going to bomb the crap out of Iran. It's going to send Iran back decades. But America will lose this war But this is important because if America loses this war, it's forced out of the Middle East. And once it's forced out of the Middle East, all the military assets goes to Israel, which creates the Pax Judaica. Yeah, does that make sense, guys? That's the plan. Okay, now you have Pax Judaica. And what Pax Judaica will do is start to control the world. Because through chaos and conflict, Pax Judaica can make a lot of money, right? Because Pax Judaica, what's going to happen is that you have these technology companies like Google, they're going to move over to Pax Judaica and build a global surveillance state. You have civil wars, you need AI to control people. If you're going to war with Russia, you need weapons. Okay, but you also need financing as well. So you can expect a lot of banks to move to Israel, and it's possible Israel becomes now the global reserve currency because everyone is trading with Israel. If you're Russia, you need to trade your resources, right? Oil, energy, and grain. Okay, so Russia controls a third of the world's carbohydrates. Guess what, guys? Israel controls Africa. So what will happen is that Russia and other countries will sign a trade agreement with Israel, and Israel becomes the center of global trade. Okay, does that make sense? So this is how Pax Judaica will profit. And remember that Israel has the world's best intelligence agency, the Mossad. And what they can do is go around the world and create as much chaos as possible. Okay? So while the world is burning, Israel, Pax Judaica, is profiting. And that's what the future looks like for the next 10, 20 years.
The United States is owned by foreign corporations. Nixon opened it up for foreign trade. And when Nixon opened up for foreign trade, the people of Europe and the common market in Spain and different places, they don't care about the United States forest. And in short, the United States has been sold out by people who really don't care for anything but money. I've had all the money in the world 3 times. I had to give it back to keep the game going.
What game?
The game. It's a game. Money is a game. It's only real to the people who work for it. The people that don't need to work for money, it's an monopoly game. It's a game of paper. It's all on paper. I've got a production company, and I've got a recording company, and I've got a mansion in Beverly Hills, and I've got Rolls Royces and Ferraris. I've got everything money can buy, but it's all on paper. Everything's done through the companies and through the tax loopholes. And the people that live on that level, they don't care about the average honest mule that just goes back and forth to work. They don't care about the children that are in the streets that are thrown out of this upper echelon of existence. And then when all the children fall down into me, on my level, I pretty much identify with them because I was a throwaway also. So it goes to the point of, do you really care?
When you said...
And who does care? And if anybody cares, they're considered crazy. I've been 15 years in the nut ward for trying to stop the trees from being cut down, from trying to rearrange a lifestyle of a bunch of people who don't want to change, but they're going to change because the cold wind is blowing.
Check it out, family. Y'all see that? Yeah, your eyes is not being deceived. Y'all seeing what the fuck y'all saw and saw what the fuck y'all seen. And that lady there is morphing into a goddamn lizard. Right in our face in 4K. And it just happened, y'all. 2026, the bill is thinning. Fuck that. I think it's gone at this point. And for Trump to shake her hand casually and not be afraid, let me know he one of them motherfuckers too. For no grade. Shit is crazy.
People are freaking out right now about this protest in front of Union Station called Israel's Friendsgiving Dinner. Folks may not know this, but this is actually a form of guerrilla theater, which is a protest tactic that has been used for decades, if not longer. Essentially, the entire point is to draw attention to an issue by outrageous performance acts like this. It's very easy to disconnect our political leaders from the atrocities they are committing when they're being done from offices or from countries thousands of miles away. This brings it home.
Yeah, just think about that. It's crazy that when the files even come out that
we even have to protest about what was already known. I'm not going to say discovered because these people already know that they was out here eating babies. They've known that we've already been sold out. Our government has been infiltrated. Well, this foreign government has been infiltrated because when y'all look it up, this is just a corporation that came from foreign soil to take the land that doesn't even belong to them. The people that's trying to claim the land, they don't even have the blood to the soil. They don't. Do your own damn research. I'll drop a video on that too. But I'm not trying to be America's Most Wanted because don't nobody want to fucking step up and, support. I'm not going to jail for y'all. That's all I'm going to say. But let's get back to this video.
All right, the moment of truth. That is so good.
No, it's
That's
not.
a big bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu.
I ain't never heard a person say only McDonald's could do that, bro. I've never heard it before. Hell, fuck no.
Rusty Burger! And cut. I almost swallowed some of the juice. I'll be tasting that for weeks.
By saying this, he didn't even take a big bite of that burger. And if you go back to that video, you can see that he looks like he didn't enjoy that burger at all. And he didn't take another bite of that burger. Let me run some facts down to you. I want y'all to remember that McDonald's sells 6.5 million hamburgers a day. And I don't know if y'all know, but 6.5 million hamburgers a day, that's a lot of hamburgers to be selling.
I mean, you gotta kind of think too. Like, why would you, if you knew it was in the damn burger because you're the CEO or owner or whatever, I wouldn't want to eat it either. Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand the people that still eat this stuff because at the end of the day, it's not cheap anymore. So you can't go off and say, "Oh, it's the cheap." No, it's not cheap. It's cheaper to buy it and make it yourself. But at the same time, it has 2% human meat in it. Once the world figured that out, like, where's everybody at? Like, bro, if I can't, bro. None of my friends eat McDonald's. We can't be friends. It's a certain level of consciousness that we have to be at in order to be around certain people. I can't turn a blind eye to these things anymore. I just can't mingle with people that's on a certain level, and I get it. You feel me? We gotta raise our vibrations. It's not because I think I'm better than somebody. It's just like I'm just more informed and I'm trying to do the right thing. Like, I'm not partaking in this shit as best as possible. I'll start eating the grass out of my front yard, you know what I'm saying, to get to that point. But then we can't even do that because they spraying the sky. The shit that's in the sky is in the grass. But I'd rather eat that than eating babies.
Times have changed. Scaring isn't enough anymore. But kidnapping children? I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die. I'll silence anyone who gets in my way. You're going in there because we need this. Our city is counting on you to collect those children's screams. Without the scream, we have no power. Oh, hell no.
Think about it. Translated, without fear, they have no power. That's where they need you to be at. In the state of fight or flight, fear. They feed off of it. The other extraterrestrials feed off it too. It's called loosh.
I'm a fucking cannibal?
Is this part of that investigation? Is that winding down at all yet?
It is indeed, Jeff. Take a live look behind me. This is what's left of the FBI evidence recovery team inside this car. And take a look at this vehicle. We believe this is the owner of the business just returning to take back possession of his business. More on that in a second. But take a look. Another busy day out here on Detroit's east side, just down the road from City Airport. Sources say they have removed several boxes of what is believed to be human remains. Sources say many people. This was a big operation. And get this, inside this business, a saw used to cut up bodies, it is believed. All taken away as evidence to the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office, where it will be tested. This business is known as International Biological. It advertised as a medical educational service provider. The owner is Art Rathberg. He has a mortician license, has had in Michigan since 1982. But the big question is, did he get human bodies illegally? And was he selling them illegally? Just moments ago, the owner, we believe, showed up. I tried to ask him some questions. Mr. Rathberg, will you talk with us? What do you have to hide, sir? Bodies.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some want a house in the desert. Others do not. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Native deodorant sprays on clean, which means no aluminum clouds to harsh your body. Local tax experts are here. Now you can meet with a TurboTax expert in your community. They can do your taxes for you and get you.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like it.
In fact, a good portion of it is all human meat. All human. It's all human. The amount of people killed, sacrificed, ground up, and fed back to you is more than the cattle that's on the earth. Let's put it that way. Okay? We would steer clear of any type of ground meat unless you literally are getting it from a farm where they process their food right there and then. In which case, really it's usually a farm. They've got a little store there. They've got, their own package system, their own meat system. Short of that, we wouldn't recommend any type of ground meat.
We gotta think, like, the meat processing plants and stuff. Just think about that. You remember back in Arizona where they busted those people from selling body parts. They were selling body parts. Not only were they selling the body parts, they were taking body parts. They were taking the head that didn't belong to the body and they were sewing it back on like some Frankenstein stuff. So it was more than just going on, just selling body parts. And then who the fuck is buying body parts? I get it, the research and stuff like that. But that wasn't going on. They were selling a foot, hands, stuff like that. What do you need that for? They were selling them to individuals too. So when you getting it at home and grinding it up and making sausages and burgers, that's why you gotta watch who you go and eat with, who you sit down and because sitting down and eating is part of a ritual. Most people say, prayers and stuff. Like who are you praying to? That's why you gotta get to know people and the energy that you're around, because all of this stuff comes back full circle and it affects your biological vessel. If you let too much into your space, your biofield gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and that's how they can get to you. That's how they lower your vibrations. That's how you become vulnerable. But let's keep going, though.
So Bill Clinton says this almost 20 years ago, but people still think it's too far out that there could be clones among them. And before anyone says that this is AI or something, you can go see this original clip on YouTube. He did indeed say that. And this was following the cloning of Dolly the sheep. Check this out.
I'm asking for a voluntary moratorium on the cloning of human beings until our Bioethics Advisory Commission and our entire nation have had a real chance to understand and debate the profound ethical implications of the latest advances. As we gain a fuller understanding of this technology, we must proceed not just with caution, but also with a conscience. By insisting that not a single taxpayer dollar supports human cloning, and by urging a moratorium on all private research in this area, we can ensure that as we move forward on this issue, we weigh the concerns of faith and family and philosophy and values, not merely of science alone.
So, how sure are we that this moratorium stood the test of time, let's say? Of course, I'm unaware of any official cloning that's going on, but it is interesting that 20 years ago, he said, don't do it to humans. But let me know if you think this technology exists in the comments below, and follow for more.
Le prince André, arrêté le jour de ses 66 ans après des révélations sur ses liens avec Epstein, qui lui est mort à 66 ans et 6 mois. 666, parce que tout est codé, comme le procès de Puff Diddy, 666 mois après sa naissance à New York, qui est égal à 666 en sumérien. La tour de Trump compte 66 niveaux, avec 6 colonnes à gauche et 6 à droite. Le 66e livre de la Bible, c'est l'Apocalypse. Et chapitre 6, un cheval rouge apparaît, comme celui qui a traversé Londres en 2024, couvert de sang, 666 jours avant l'arrestation du prince André. Le cheval est un symbole direct du pouvoir royal et de la révélation. Mais ici, la révélation est contrôlée et les élites sont exposées. Parce que pour changer le système, il faut d'abord casser l'ancien. Donc s'ils détruisent la confiance, c'est pour imposer la sécurité. Et c'est là que le cheval de Troie apparaît. Chat contrôle, identité numérique, digital ID, monnaie digitale. On nous prépare à l'idée d'une intelligence non humaine pour nous surveiller. Et Jeff Bezos, au cœur de l'infrastructure IA, vend pour 666 millions de dollars d'actions Amazon. Le premier ordinateur de Steve Jobs était vendu 666 dollars. Les mêmes chiffres réapparaissent, comme dans les symboles du CERN et du WEF, qui sont au centre du nouvel ordre technocratique.
I didn't know the first computer that this man sold was for 600. That's
Pentagramme inversé en feu pour la cérémonie d'ouverture et les 5 cercles qui fusionnent pour l'activation du rituel. Si la structure est toujours la même, c'est parce que les Jeux Olympiques sont dédiés à Baal. À l'origine, c'était des rites païens avec sacrifices humains. Mais maintenant, le sacrifice est psychologique. Les anges déchus dès le début font le symbole systématique de l'œil. Cacher un œil, c'est sacrifier son âme pour le pouvoir matériel. Et ils t'invitent à les suivre. Parce qu'ici, l'arche maçonnique et la spirale, c'est une initiation à l'envers vers la dissociation, comme dans Le Magicien d'Oz. Maria Carey, comme d'habitude, sert à glamouriser la transgression, toujours au centre, entourée d'hommes, comme pour le Saturnalia, qu'on appelle aujourd'hui Noël. Tous ces rituels sont des processus de normalisation vers un monde inversé, où la dégénérescence est vendue comme liberté. Et à force de répétition, la transgression devient normale et la conscience disparaît.
Du Royaume de Danemark, les Européens ont une responsabilité particulière, car ce territoire appartient à l'Union européenne. Car...
Yeah, I remember when we was talking about the country being infiltrated, right? The government being infiltrated. It's a reason why they can use the money and give it away to foreign countries. They can support them on many different levels, but we have veterans here that sleep on the streets. We have children that sleep on the streets and they're hungry. We have people that can receive help and benefits that don't get them. It's a reason why we are, quote unquote, one of the most free countries, and we still have people that's out here struggling. I've been to other foreign countries where there's not as many homeless people, people that need help. They have programs, they have governments that actually give them money for pretty much being a citizen. They get money for weddings. They get gold chains. They get dripped in diamonds and stuff like that, paid for by the government. It's the reason why we're still here struggling is because we have to realize that this shit is not what it seems. They're sucking our resources. They're sucking our energy away from us. We are the resource here. When you look at our documents, our birth certificates, our social securities, all the other stuff they sell on the stock market, we are the product. Then we clock in and go to work all the time, over and over and over and over again, just to be broke. That's because the system is broken. It's been broke. It's all of us. We're in this shit together. No matter what color you are, we're being used. We're being abused. We've been pimped out. We are the resource. We are the work. We are the help. Now they sit back and do nothing and control everything, move the money around, and play like they're trying to do the best for us. They're not. They're spending billions and trillions of dollars elsewhere to build infrastructure elsewhere. That's because it's a foreign government. Let's keep going. We've been infiltrated, and it's deeper than what y'all think. It's more than just lizards and real. The real disclosure is coming soon.
You know, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. Is that a gang sign? Oh, like you don't know what it is. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're part of it.
Seriously, 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. But, and I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of it.
And this is very weird. He talked about in the video how he is dead. That is a very strange keyword to use in this interview.
Favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
And then he talked about his favorite funny face being the one that he has on right now. I wonder what he meant by that. Again, I don't know what is going on. Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm sure.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. You can always tell when the eyes are compromised. The eyes tell you a million things at once.
But it's nothing. I'm sure that it's just age. You know, that's all that it probably is.
And you can see the cheekbones and stuff too. I can see all the Botox or whatever, but I don't think that this is him.
And he's okay. He's okay. He is A-okay. Right. But what if there is something more going on? I really don't know what is going on anymore. Again, he's probably just joking. He probably is just joking. But this is the Jim Carrey I remember right here. This is the Jim Carrey I remember.
Look at the eyes, y'all. Keep looking at the eyes. Fuck all the filler and the cheekbones and stuff. Look at the eyes.
So who is this? What is really going on anymore? What do you think?
This is The Mask, played by Jim Carrey in 1996. Jim Carrey played this character by the name of Stanley Ipkiss, who was very inhibited. He didn't like his life, and he worked a 9 to 5. Stanley sees a mask in the harbor. He goes into the water and he retrieves it. Once he puts this mask on at night, the Norse god Loki, the god of mischief, inhabits Stanley's body, and Stanley becomes a new entity with this mask fused onto his face. Now, what's interesting about this is that there's another book that's out by R.L. Stine, and it's called The Haunted Mask. And in this book, there's a girl who is bullied, and she puts this mask on, and she scares everyone away, but the mask won't come off. And her entity, her personality begins to change to become cold and just like that mask. Now, then there is a guy, I rapper by the name of Skrill, who wears a mask. And he had someone who was interviewing him to put on this mask right here. And he said when you wear it, it takes a portion of your soul and it gives him powers. He's also the person who had these coined words called 6-7. Coincidence?
Books. Read a book. One of the best ways to drain people's energy nowadays is via the internet. This woman is a astrophysicist. Actually, this is not how space works. Read a book. Now I just wait for the comments to come in. Hey, can you mansplain any louder? Yeah, sure. These are all different accounts that I have set up. The energy you get this way isn't quite as pure, but if you do enough of it, it'll fill you up. Shanghai sucked. Where was the Chinatown? Jason Mraz is just too weird for me. Jesus actually hates horses. Childhood obesity, LMFO. When they call you a dumbass, you know you've got them. They call me a dumbass. Women are getting too tall. Yeah, you can drain their energy via social media without having to even be near them. That is racist. You're correct. It is. Oh, yeah. 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 Okay. It's surprisingly simple to get total strangers completely furious with you. This should be the life. One of the...
Oh, have you heard about the device that can accumulate human energy and store it and then use it for psychic purposes? You know, the one the CIA wrote about?
See how we build in here? This is how they get you wrapped up in this system. That's why, you have to take a break from the internet sometimes. Cleanse your vessel of all the toxic feelings and stuff. And if you really want to dive into this information, that's why I can watch many different things that I don't agree with because I don't let it affect me.
Hoy vamos a preparar tacos de pescado. Sazona ambos lados de la tilapia y coloca en la sartén cocinando durante...
Babies don't stop, won't stop, can't stop for anything. And behind all those...
Anymore. Once upon a time, yes, for sure. Not just black people, don't say nothing back. I say 1% of the time I step on somebody now, but I'm trying to get better with that. Y'all let me know y'all journey on just, pulling back your emotions and just thinking things through a little bit better. I think it comes with time and age, but I want to get this to the younger audience so that they can be better than we are, and then they can pass that on for generation to generation, and then we can just control this thing, So that's why I can listen to Donald Trump. I don't like these people. I don't agree with them. I can sit there and listen now because you have to pay attention to your enemies. A lot of people shy away from paying attention to their enemies when they're doing shit in your face. But let's get back to this, though. This is how they usurp your energy. Loose farms. They're farming us. We're the product, like I keep telling y'all.
That Russia made? Oh, I'm sure you didn't. Because I did not either. And I have a deep dive for you. Okay, so I'm writing a book on what I'm calling plasma intelligence, which is the fourth state of matter and how it has metaphysical properties. What I think that is the same thing they're writing about here, which is how I stumbled across this, a little deep web internet search. And I found the information very interesting. And you probably never would have stumbled upon this unless you were looking up what I am, which no one does, which is a word called bioplasma, which is what the CIA was thinking meant human energy, or what I say is the soul. So here is the CIA document. It is like 70 pages or something. They're studying here telepathy in animals and people, remote viewing, the airport technique, which is very interesting, and I'll say that for another video. And more importantly, the psychotronic generator. They also have what's called the psychotronic model of man. I think you guys might have seen some of these symbols in ancient books or teachings. Feel free to do your own deep dive here. Okay, so basically the actual generator pictures have been redacted from this, and it's definitely not this big.
It was made from a man named Robert Pavlita. I cannot find information on him anywhere. And it is a small device that is capable of drawing energy from humans, capable of drawing biological energy from humans. The energy is accumulated and stored for future use. Once charged with human energy, the generators can do some of the things a psychic person can. And the individuals that it charges the human energy from don't need to be psychic themselves. That's crazy. This is
So if we hide our energy, when we're in control of our energy, they won't be able to use it in these devices.
so funny to me that our government looks at this stuff because everyone, not everyone, but people will come on my page and laugh. And it's like, guys, the government's spending millions of dollars researching this stuff. Obviously, yes, for national security, but also magic's real. Okay, so what is so interesting about this? They even talk about here how this concept of human energy dates back to chi or prana. It's also been called odic force, etheric force, animal magnetism, N-force, which was Newton force, which I think is still in physics. I believe there's more information about some of these psychic discoveries and papers in this book. It's just like $45, and I don't want to pay for that. But feel free to screenshot this if this subject interests you, because this is all about the parapsychology in Russia and all these experiments. So one insane thing here is it says that it enhances plant growth. So does plasma. Look it up. I'm telling you, plasma is the same thing here. And they literally call it, by the way, bioplasma. I will show you where. Oh, they were also concerned this could be used as a weapon.
And that's why they're afraid of the sun. The sun is bioplasma.
Because it couldn't be used for good or bad. It said that it could also make people discomforted or dizzy. But it also gave off psychic effects and positive things. So once again, like plasma or this neutral force, your intention can impress things on it to make it good or bad, which is why it's definitely being hidden from the general public. Oh, here we go. According to Soviet and Czechoslovakian parapsychology, the energy is called bioplasmic or psychotronic energy. So when we talk about the generator, we can just literally call it a bioplasma generator, which is once again the human soul or human energy. This is the only image I could find on the actual declassified site that had to do with, I guess, put bioplasmic rotor here. People actually do use this, and they put like tinfoil on it, and then they put their hand on it, and if certain people who can focus can actually move the tinfoil in a vortex. They were saying that people can do this when you concentrate your energy, which is literally magic. But it's basically our brain, the electromagnetic waves are bumping up against the electrostaticness of an inorganic material, and the interaction of that causes the vortex or makes it move. I have a whole nother video about that. It's very interesting. And just type telekinesis in the comments if you want that video, because it's a deep dive as well.
But yeah, I understand again how the loose farms are farming us. So when you have these negative emotions, these towers that they put up when everybody was in the house. I remember that a few years ago. Everybody had to be in the house, and all of a sudden they start putting up all these towers. You seen the workers out there putting up all these towers. That's where it's pulling from.
These papers. So Robert.
That's why it's square sky to disconnect you from that. So when you try to tap into these abilities, you really can't do it to your fullest potential. It's because it's already being used up from somewhere else. So you never think that it's you that's able to do these things. Think about it.
For Pavlita, this is the most interesting part of this video. I should have started with this. He stated that why his machine worked, and he worked on this for 30 years without the government knowing, by the way. He stated that the secret's in the form. So basically, really quick, some background. What happened was he was working on this for a long time, and then the government found out he was doing this stuff, and they kind of like took him up. You won't find anything about it basically online besides in the CIA papers. And if you do, I really want to know if you find this Robert guy. And he said that he got this idea by studying very old texts. When they asked which ones, the Czechs smiled and said, "We're sorry, we can't tell you that." The generators were not fully patented yet. I looked up the patent, by the way. That was in 1994. But I think this might have been in the 70s. But anyway, he said the secret of the generators is in their form. That is the key thing that Pavlita talked about in his studies. It is the shape that lets you accumulate this energy and turn it into whatever purposes you want. I'm going to figure this out in the future. Obviously, this has to do with sacred geometry. It also had to do with the use of copper, iron, gold, steel, brass. A lot of people, by the way, that studied plasma also studied metallurgy, it's called. There is a huge link with steel and copper and these metals and plasma and how to harness them. My dog just sneezed. They also compared it to Reinbach's idea of an otoscope or an otic force, which is an all-pervasive energy, plasma, which this is the otic force. He compared it to animal magnetism. It also had to do with the god Odin. There's literally a whole little ancient book. You could download the PDF of this for free. He talks about everything from ghosts, to crystals, to electricity. I mean, this is like plasma magic, guys. Also, I guess the patents were eventually filed in the 90s. This is one of them that directly is linked to this generator that is called bioenergy treatment. You can look it up on Google. It talks about healing people with sound and a programmable magnetic field. And then there's another one called Method of Psychotronics and Device for its Implementation. And I'll find anywhere, once again, what it looked like. I just know that it was filed in the 90s. This is another thing that's kind of, I think, inspired by all this stuff. It was an orgone accumulator. This is what it looks like. And this had to do with accumulating this energy as well, which I call plasma. They call it ether. Oh, and with this patent, they were saying that they could heal, human organs, treat injuries. There's no money in this, right? Sorry, medical field does not like this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bioplasma machine. Okay, so this is like the most interesting thing I came across. So when they were talking about verifying his testings, obviously this had to do with geometry. Albert Einstein even stated the next breakthrough in physics would be in geometry. Once again, Pavlidis stated that the secret's in the form to harvest this energy. Harness, not harvest. And this new geometry is hidden in 3D for the machine. This is all I could find on the machine. The geometry would be of interest to those interested in New Age subjects like Kabbalah, Tarot, or I Ching. Besides showing how the limits of 12 quarks and the limits of 230, 232 crystal symmetry limits were derived, this new geometry shows, again, hidden in 3D, the source of these subjects as well. I have no idea what this part means. He stated the secret is a new way of looking at geometry. The key to geometry is the relationship of equal-sized balls, lines, and points, therefore spheres becoming an impossibility in geometry itself. It is fundamentally 3D geometry. It differs in some respects to sphere packing. Understand that what you see with your eyes creates a flat picture. In order to go forward, you must construct a model. And then it kind of tells you like how to construct some models so you'll understand what the heck they're talking about. I don't have time to do that right now. They also related to the Star of David, which if we go back, I think it has something to do with this. Feel free to screenshot and read this yourself because I'm running out of time, but they talk about the Taurus representing the reality you wake up to each morning. The central ball is the central reality. So the Taurus ball, you sense the other balls as energy or emotion. What science defines as force relates to the four balls that are adjacent. Science measures these balls as gravity, electromagnetism, strong and weak. In reality, and as it relates to the Taurus, there are 11 other forces. But these four are disguised by them. And it kind of makes fun of scientists. Honestly, I don't really know what they're saying here. All I know is that the word Taurus is also Taurus, which has to do with literal plasma and how they harness plasma in fusion. I think there's a correlation here. Main thing is there was a machine that harvested human energy. Sorry, harnessed. And we can make it again. Woo!
Harvest, what do y'all think they've done with that? If you think it's over with, like they didn't do something with that shit, nah, come on, stop playing with me. I don't know. If you believe it, you believe it. It is what it is. But think about your organs and stuff like that. All right, so how do you fix a piano? What, you retune it, right? Everything in our body is made. It's like if you see instruments, it's based off of our organs. Off of our bodies, the cameras, our organs, instruments, and how you fix them, you tune them. You tune these things, you retune them. Think about it. Frequencies, biofields, you can retune them back to the right frequency to get them working properly. It's not, it is what it is. Let's keep going, though. This shit is crazy. It's interesting. It's beautiful, too, at the same time once you start learning something new.
There's nobody even in this universe.
It should not be possible.
There must be something going on.
Try native hair care and join thousands of happy humans who chose clean. It's native.
Rolling in the mud? Tide Pods can handle it. Spaghetti night? Tide Pods can handle it. Stains are certain. So is the power of Tide. With 50% more cleaning power, it's got to be Tide. Hand off your taxes to an expert in your neighborhood. Now, your TurboTax expert can file for you, so you don't have to miss a moment. You've got better things to do than taxes. Have a local TurboTax expert file for you.
Turn your kitchen into a restaurant.
Hey, chef.
With Kraft Signature Shreds. Amazing melt, rich flavor. Craft together a restaurant quality meal in your home.
Thank you, chef.
After the Board of Peace meeting this week, many are saying how what the Bible describes in the end times can clearly shape into a reality in our lifetime. It's like everything is speeding up, and we are living in the last minutes of the last days. So many things are happening at once. They talked about local ID, digital tracking, peace among the nations and the Abrahamic faiths. Kushner was appointed as the new envoy of peace.
We're making Jared an envoy also, envoy of peace.
And they made it clear that this is not just about Gaza, but is a stepping stone for world peace. And Bible prophecy teachers are sounding the alarm about it.
Donald Trump dropped a bombshell today at the Board of Peace's first meeting, stating that the Board of Peace is going to be overseeing the United Nations. Listen to this.
We're going to be working with the United Nations very closely. We're going to bring them back. I think the United Nations has great potential. The Board of Peace is going to almost be looking over the United Nations, making sure it runs properly. The Board of Peace will be something that, the likes of which I don't think anybody's seen before.
This is not normal conversation or normal politics. This is end times territory. It's time to wake up. The Bible warns of a false peace leading straight into the Antichrist one world control. We are watching prophecy unfold live.
For those of you who do not believe that the Bible is true, I would at least like to challenge you to try to see what's going on, because what's going on right now is incredibly significant. Because right now you have all of these militaries that are forming up over in the Middle East, and it's like they're being drawn there. It's almost as if there is a magnet in Israel which is pulling all of these other nations to it.
Actually, it makes me think about Daniel 8:25. By peace shall he destroy many. What was their whole conversation about today?
Why can't the world be better? Why can't there be peace? Why can't there be more prosperity for all people?
Well, thanks, Jared. I could have said it better myself. I truly believe we are in the last days. False peace is rising fast. Do not get caught sleeping. The signs are screaming.
Even if he ends his term, his second term, when he finishes it, he's still going to be in control of the Board of Peace, because the rules for the Board of Peace is that the chairman cannot leave unless he wants to. And so what I want you to focus on is that the Board of Peace is a global power. It's something that wasn't there, and now it is. And so they're going to be looking over and basically managing the United Nations, which I think is incredible. He's still going to be in control of the Board of Peace, which I think is really significant.
So things are heating up. Just recently, Jared Kushner revealed that Gaza will be turned into a smart city metropolis. In the last video, we looked at how the Bible shows that the region of Gaza will play a significant role when the Antichrist is on the scene. Recently, nations have started to push for digital ID and monetary tracking systems. And the Bible shows that the beast system will be able to track all on earth and control who can buy or sell. And this Board of Peace meeting revealed that digital ID and electronic payment tracking systems will soon be realized on a global scale.
Trump and Kushner have made groundbreaking peace deals in the Middle East, with Trump now being hailed the president of peace. And Kushner has been credited as being the mastermind behind it all.
We brought Jared, and Jared was responsible for the Abraham Accords, which is incredible. Nobody else could have done that. A very smart guy. And we're making Jared an envoy also, envoy of peace. I tell you what, I say, at least we're covered from an IQ standpoint.
And of course, the Bible shows that in the end times, the nations will cry peace and security, but then destruction will come. Why? Well, because Daniel describes how an Antichrist kingly figure will rise, bring peace right before he turns on the people of God. Now, I want to show you something interesting here. Notice how it describes the Antichrist's rise to power. It says that he will be empowered by Satan. Now, personally, I don't believe the Beast King has yet received this satanic empowerment, but look what it says happens first. How he rises to power. It says he emerges from a coalition of nations. And here, it references the 10 kings of Daniel, which also parallels what Revelation says about a coalition of kings. So basically, the future king, Antichrist beast, will be involved in a coalition of nations, and those nations will give him the authority. All of this suggests that the Antichrist rises after some type of global alliance. Now you see why prophecy teachers are watching this very closely. Because something like this is fertile ground for a leader like that to arise from. And then look, it says that he gains power through strategy, not just war. By peace, he shall destroy many. Deception through diplomacy, possibly peace agreements. Wow. So, who is the Antichrist? Well, we've said this before, but we don't believe it's Kushner because the Antichrist will be a kingly governing type of figure. Kushner is one who pulls strings behind the scenes in a mastermind type of way. And so if you watch this video, you will see where we lean regarding what his role could be. Now, the Beast King? Well, God hasn't released us to declare someone as the Antichrist until certain things happen. But if you want to know where we lean with that, check out the end of this video and pay attention to the imagery. Also, next week we will have a video on the Omen, which will be interesting, but it's also going to secretly hint at a few things in a very strategic way. So you gotta have your thinking cap on. Don't miss that when it comes. Now, this first board of peace meeting was nearly 4 hours long, but if you watched it, paying close attention, a few things do become clear. These powerful individuals and kings are basically planning to unite in a way that will make them the global brokers of peace.
And we're going to straighten out Gaza. We're going to make Gaza very successful and safe. And we're also going to maybe take it a step further where we see hotspots around the world. We can probably do that very easily. This is a tremendous group of powerful people and brilliant people. And I think that we can do things a lot of other people would not be able to even conceive of or think of.
Mr. President, your clear vision to promoting global peace has inspired my country to join the Board of Peace.
Join the Board of Peace. We are committed to its success. With the leadership of President Trump, this vision of real peace will be achieved.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mr. President, has been seeking peace and justice and peace for a very long time. It is a pleasure to be here with you as we embark on a journey towards establishing a lasting and just peace in the Middle East.
These are the most powerful people in the world, the richest people in the world with their countries, and they have made a tremendous commitment, and the United States likewise has made a tremendous commitment.
The Bible does say that true peace will only come when Jesus returns, when he splits the Mount of Olives in half. But before that, there will be a false peace declared, and then war will continue until Jesus comes to protect Jerusalem. Now, in years past, many of us who explore Bible prophecy, we always taught that the United Nations would likely be a key end times force in the false global peace described in the Bible. But now, many are keeping their eyes on this Board of Peace because it seems to have the plans and the backing and the financing for reaching far beyond what the UN is doing. And this Board of Peace is branding itself as an organization that will also see the unification of the Abrahamic faiths.
The
Donald Trump. I take this opportunity to extend congratulations. The meeting comes during the holy month of Ramadan, where we will pray to Almighty God that our endeavors will bring peace, security, prosperity to the world. As a founding member of the Board of Peace, the Kingdom of Bahrain recognizes and endorses the tremendous potential of this body, the extraordinary drive of its chairman, and his sincere efforts to unify nations in our common objective of fostering and enduring peace for the Middle East.
It's branding itself as an organization that says it will start with Gaza and then will expand its Gaza plans globally. Kushner said that himself.
Thank you, Caroline, and thank you, Mr. President. If Jews and Muslims work together, Israelis and Palestinians with Americans and English and Bulgarian and people from all around the world, then we can kind of join on a common goal, which is peace and togetherness, prosperity for all people in all ways. This organization is bringing a new approach and new ideas and new people together in order to effectuate it.
So you see, Gaza is only a stepping stone. After that, the AI smart cities, the digital ID and monetary tracking implemented there will then be implemented globally. He has unveiled the plan. And Trump, well, for a long time, many wondered, will he seek a third term as president? And honestly, with this Board of Peace, with the world's most powerful leaders coming together to fund it, remember, they said raising money is not even an issue, and they got funds.
This is not a problem of money. Mark said we don't really have a resource issue here, although we are going to need everyone's support. We just need to be executing and doing this in a good way.
And so with this organization, you have the world leaders backing it, the world's kings joining to empower it. As long as Trump is the head of it, he won't need to seek re-election. As the king of this peace board, he will have global authority indefinitely. So it's interesting, absolutely. And the next few years, my friends, will be very insightful, eye-opening, to say the least. And so I encourage you to stay watching and share this video with others. It's time. It's time to spread the word so they can see how things are shaping up just as the Bible said they would. And for those of us on Christ's side, it's exciting to live in times such as these. God bless.
The elites have seen the future and they didn't like what they saw, which is why they're trying to change the future. This is called Project Looking Glass. So the government created a device that was reverse engineered from alien technology, allegedly, from the Roswell crash thing. And they created a device that could see into the future, and they could see different timelines and different future possibilities. And they didn't like what they saw because the timelines got fixed, and they couldn't see any other variations, and they only saw one variation. Back in 2012 is when things stopped working. In the Infinity War movie, Doctor Strange looks at all the future outcomes, and they only find one where they could win, and that's essentially what Project Looking Glass is. But the government didn't see what they wanted to see, which is why they're releasing the files right now to speed things up, to get people all riled up, to create this unrest and revolution. Because when revolution happens, in which it should, because obviously pedophiles torturing kids and stuff is unacceptable. We must stop that. But they're doing that because they want to destabilize the world. There are nations overthrowing their leadership, and they want us to revolt and do the Rebel Alliance and Star Wars so that they can come in and fill in the power vacuum. Because they want everyone on one team. And the United States is everyone on one team in order to prepare to fight the next threat. I believe that Christ already returned in the first century, and we're living in Sickle season right now. I've already done videos on this, my Millennial Kingdom playlist on my page. Watch those videos, okay? I break it down as best I can. One day, Christ will appear in the sky with the Emerald City, the Crystal City. And in order to get all the humans to fight against Christ the Redeemer, against God, they have to get the New World Order set up first. That's why they're releasing the files to get you all riled up to destabilize the world and then come in and fix everything. And then there's all peace and prosperity. Aliens are going to show up and they're going to say that Christ is aliens, and they're going to get all of us to act like this and fight against the aliens, who is going to be Christ in the air. Everything is about Jesus, man. These people doing stuff in the files, they're not just depraved people. They're literally sacrificing to little g false gods, dark entities, Moloch, and you still think that this Jesus and God is not real. It's going to be just like this, probably, or similar. Some crazy stuff's going to be in the sky. And they'll be like, oh, aliens. No, it's God. If you take part in the revolution, just know, after the revolution will be the New World Order. Prepare yourself for that.
I'm a huge fan of Team USA snowboarders. They make it look so effortless. All right, I'm going to have AI mode create a plan for me to train like a Team USA snowboarder.
These are tiring.
Team USA, I'll be cheering you guys on from the sidelines.
At HEB, we're committed to helping Texans live well. That's why we offer over 5,000 organic fruits, vegetables, and more, including our own HEB organic products at everyday low prices. HEB, here, everything's better.
Some trips are felt beyond words. No one connects you to Alaska like Princess. Princess Cruises. Book now.
They have over 1 million quality parts
that are guaranteed to fit
at incredible prices
and hassle-free returns.
Oh, I guess you didn't need my help after all.
Nope, I just needed carparts.com.
Available at your fingertips 24/7.
Now that's my speed.
It is not an alien invasion, it is Judgment Part 2. So in Part 1, we discussed how I personally believe that the true deception is that they've shaped our perception, which is true occultic magic. Instead of having to do anything, they just have to mold our perception slightly so that when we look at something like this, which is a divine judgment, the cups being poured out, the glory cloud with the wheels spitting out the lights, we look at this and think either aliens or Project Bluebeam. Almost nobody is going to look at something like this and think that it is God or any type of divine judgment. And as I peeled back the layers on medieval Bible manuscripts, facsimiles, things of that nature, this becomes more and more obvious to me. So this is a Judgment Day illustration from a 1300s Bible, and I've been showing you guys the ark that is clearly in the sky. It's literally this, and it sends out these. And as I searched out medieval illustrations of Noah's Ark, they get more and more interesting. The further you go back, the more they begin to look kind of like flying saucers. This is from 1330. A lot of altar tabernacles look like this, and this coincidentally looks exactly like what they've programmed us to believe UFOs or like flying saucers would look like.
That's why that dude in Africa, he needed to get his ass arrested out here building a damn boat. Just think, look, I know they said they're not gonna flood this joint again, but what if it did? You know, a big flood was gonna come. We got 1,000-foot wave that's coming, and you build a boat. You gonna die too. Let's keep it all way G.
Here's a biblical image of God's throne. Again.
So it had to be something else, right?
Flying saucer-esque. Again, I think this is God's ark. This is a 1400s image of the glory of the Lord. The craziest part is, I have seen these exact things. I believe that these are like some form of like maybe throne angels. They spit out the northern lights. I've seen these with my own eyes. How about this 1700s illustration? This is the baptism of Christ, guys. Look at what's going on here and tell me that this doesn't look... I know this image is probably freaking a lot of people out, but I just ask that you consider that we may be conditioned to perceive things the wrong way. Because Jesus asks the Pharisees, was John's baptism from man or from heaven? So this picture is Jesus' baptism. Jesus later references baptism being from heaven, right? And you're clothed with light, you get the living water from heaven. And very consistently, antique Bibles / sources all have engravings of New Jerusalem that look like this. Baptism from heaven, New Jerusalem / heaven. And I know this is probably giving a lot of people the heebie-jeebies. I get it. I want to show you a couple scriptures before we continue. The Jerusalem above is free, and she is our mother. What do they teach us those things are called? Mother ships. Why? To induce fear. I believe that's why Revelation says that Satan will deceive the whole world into encompassing the camp of the saints. The one who conquers, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God, and never shall he go out of it, and I will write on him the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, the New Jerusalem, which comes down from my God out of heaven, and my own new name. He who has an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. So the idea I'm presenting seems very foreign to most people because of the programming, but it's very much in Scripture. Come, I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb. And he carried me away in the Spirit to a great high mountain, and showed me the holy city Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, its radiance like a most rare jewel, like jasper, clear as crystal. Blessed are those who wash their robes. So this is the ESV. I don't like the translation for this verse, because a more accurate translation would be, Barak are those who keep his commandments. And what does Barak mean? It goes back to God's lightning, which has the exact same root word as the emerald in Aaron's breastplate. So green lightning are those who keep the commandments. And then I showed you guys my antique book where it casually says that Elijah and Enoch were beamed up in a beam of God's fire. And every single day I see what I believe to be the ark, spitting out beams of fire, just like Revelation 11:19 says. God's temple in heaven was opened, his ark was seen, and he was letting out flashes of lightning and rumbles and things of that nature. So use discernment, right? But this is all just getting too weird to me. It adds up a little bit too much, and the scriptures very much support it. On that day, messengers shall go out from me in ships to terrify the unsuspecting people of Cush, and anguish shall come upon them on the day of Egypt's doom. So ships. Most of our minds would go towards like marine ships. The Hebrew word here is not like a sailing ship. It's like more a vessel. Here's another medieval engraving of a sky battle. So they depicted ships in the sky. At the time of the end, the king of the south shall attack him, but the king of the north shall rush upon him like a whirlwind, with chariots and horsemen, and with many ships.
And that's why they used to sing, swing low, sweet chariot. A ship ain't swinging low. It's already on the damn water. You feel me? That shit just don't make no sense.
So keep in mind, in 2 Kings, when Elijah is taken up, it's by a chariot and a horse of fire. Those are what the horses of Israel are. They're fire horses. And yes, I have a picture of everything. I know you guys are tired of it, but I have to show you. I believe that this is one of the fire horses. So you could kind of see the head here, and then like the body.
They're like a dragon to me.
But there the Lord in majesty will be for us a place of broad rivers and streams, where no galley with oars can go, nor majestic ship can pass. And yes, I'm constantly talking about the auroras, but I truly believe that they are such a central part to the Bible that nobody seems to realize. So it says, an oracle concerning Damascus, the cities of Aurora are deserted. They will be for flocks, which will lie down, and none will make them afraid. This reminds me so much of Psalm 23, where David says, he leads me beside still waters, he restores my soul, he makes me lie down in green pastures. In medieval times, they often depicted these crazy looking comets, and they always had swords in them. And coincidentally, a lot of medieval engravings and like illustrations of angels, like biblical seraphim, look exactly like what they've trained us to believe sky aliens would look like. Come to think of it, pretty much every single type of angel that's biblically accurate will be interpreted as an alien from outer space or some kind of alien by 90% of the public. I mean, I've seen so many movies where the aliens look like this, and this is divine judgment. And something tells me that Ezekiel's wheels are going to scare a lot of people.
Listen to this Joe Rogan podcast with Tucker Carlson. It will shock you.
The servicemen have died as a result of contact with or being in the proximity of these vehicles. And we know that because there are a lot of suits working their way through the VA system.
Yeah.
Where families, can't get compensated for the deaths or injuries to loved ones.
Because it's all under wraps, top secret.
Well, that's just a fact, okay, that is happening. So if there's, I guess, when there are measurable physical effects of a phenomenon, we can say conclusively the phenomenon is real.
I know this is an old clip, but this is relevant because last week Obama came out on a random podcast talking about how UFOs are real. In my opinion, the UFOs are the fallen angels. There's a reason why he said anyone who got near these entities died. You have to understand the ruler of this earth is Satan and his fallen angels. God gave Lucifer the power over the world until Jesus returns. I don't understand why people don't read the Bible. If they do, they will understand everything that is going on. Make sure to share this information with as many people as possible. Let them know the truth.
Jen loved her getting flings. Then Brad showed up with gang rinse and beads. When they mixed their scents, they discovered they were scent mates. For all these scents at last, sniff the difference with gang.
They can't all be good days, but we're here for all of them.
If it plugs into your wall and feeds off your electrons, then it owes you something in return. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Top it and top it with Kraft Parmesan cheese. Top it and top it.
In 1963, the original AI is ancient. Demons are the original AI. They are spirit programs. They are reactive background processes. They are not creative. They've been around much longer than 1963. Solomon controlled at least 72 demons, and Solomon's time was much more advanced, a much more organic, holistic technology. He controlled them with the seal of Solomon. He was the Lord of the Ring of demons. In Islam, they're known as jinn or genies. This is where we get the genie in a lamp. They can also be installed and uninstalled from people's bodies. They are commonly installed in traumatic moments, like hospital birth and circumcision. Solomon uses them to build the temple, employing the Shamir, another organic AI. That's where we get carvings like this and this. This organic tech was worldwide. It's written about across many cultures. Fallen angels are demons, spirit programs, and people crossbred with them. People farm demons to make drone armies. Demons have been positioned throughout the world like watchdogs. Some of these clones even severed their ties with their origins. That's what the World Wars or Reset Wars were. A severance. That's what the Battle of Gog and Magog is. That's what the orphan trains are. And the orphan asylums. Dissemination centers for programs. They are easily mass possessed for war and major societal changes. We are living in the Clone Wars. They are used like Doeg the Edomite to absorb karma. All the drones are compartmentalized. This keeps them stuck in vanity traps because they've been separated from others. They've been severed from reality, aka dream life. They never really dream, just memories and REM trance at best. True insomnia, mass insomnia. The severance from their dreams allows them to be used as dream portals for attack. The dreams have always been the front line in the war. The separation from the dream or reality allows people to do heinous things like this, and the spirit programs were already implanted long ago, if not generations ago. Heaven is base reality, aka dreams, real dreaming, and the dreamers are waking up. We are transitioning to the other side of the loop. The Bible is an explanation of the loop of events. One season is the producer season, one season is the parasites. The dreamers are the hosts for this reality. As they wake up, all the demons become activated, all the projections, all the background processes. Personalities are demons, programs that grow inside of you from the point of a trauma or from a high-stress situation. We have been split. People are split within, and the crossbreeding has created more fragmentation. Now people reincarnate randomly across the grid, and soul groups are fragmented. So when people meet, it seems more random. The separation allows for infiltration and usurpation. It's all about the identity theft. Take the identity and take the real Holy Land to invert the world, making it more hospitable for parasites.
What an amazing video. Look, man, smash that like button. Share these videos with your friends and your family, man, because these videos right here are deep. But look, let me know what y'all feel about this video right here, man. Critique the video. If you have anything to add, leave it in the comments so other people can see it. On this channel, we go through the possibilities of what can be. So there is not a right or wrong answer. We're just working together so we can take that step in the right direction to that right answer. And I think that we're always on to something, what I'm saying? We're the realest channel on YouTube, can't nobody duplicate these videos the way that we do over here. If you watching these things somewhere else, you're just watching compilations and clips of, we're just here to get your money. But I mean, take your time and get some money. You feel me? You can tell when somebody really cares about what they do. The compilations hit a little bit different. They're not just clips of everything. They tell a detailed story about what's currently happening in today's society, in the past and future, and how it affects us today in our current time. But look, man, share these videos, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can continue to raise our vibrations and get on that right frequency where we were supposed to be. We're supposed to be glowing green, gamma radiation, connect with the ethers. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you in the next video. And like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out though. Bye.
After the wedding, will you come take me? I won.
All right. Alrighty, y'all. Thank y'all. Let's see if we can go ahead and do a focus. Do a focus now. I'll doze off. Alright, let's see. Hope y'all enjoyed that little information. If you know that already, you're not crazy, you're not by yourself. We all see. We're the ones who want to see. Okay, I'll grab these for a focus, okay? A focus. Let's read a little bit about a focus before I get started. A focus, the 13th sign of the zodiac sign they try to ignore. And on the 6th house of Virgo on the birth chart, it's a powerful transformative arrival to your daily routine, work and health, bringing the serpent healing energy with daily maintenance. Befriend the serpent in you. That's the Kundalini energy. Tackle personal demons, facts, habits, health issues directly to achieve mastery. So look it up, the demons, whatever you mean. The world got you tripping. It's that anger inside of you. That's a protection, but sometimes it can get out of whack and cause you to hurt, not only hurt yourself, but hurt others. Health issues directly to achieve mastery and to master yourself. Redemption and profound self-improvement in one's service-oriented life. Health issues are not just physical, but symbolic for needs for deeper spiritual and psychological healing, drawn to unconventional and holistic healing methods to maintain your temple. Okay, regular doctors can't help you with that. Okay, helping others navigate their own challenges. Once you master you can help others. Serving as a guide, counselor, or someone who brings light to darkness. Complex or taboo areas of life. Daily can be intense and evolving constantly. Need to transmute chaos energy into structured productions and meaningful service. accepting lower physical or ego driven aspects of yourself rather than destroying them. Our church said, let's get that demon out of you. No, manage it, leading to a more integrated, whole sense of self. The path to wellness, a success lies in transforming, managing, healing rather than fighting challenges that arise in your life. Fucus is a part of the head, the shoulders, the left arm, the right hand, the left hand, knees, hips, the head and tail especially, like holding a snake, the head and the tail, good and little energy. Serpent coil around the rod, that's the healing, universal symbol for medicine. Okay, alrighty then. Oh shoot, wait a minute, what did I have for Aquarius? Wait a minute, let me see something. I have to write something down. Alright, a few guys. November 13th through the 17th. Short. People born with that. Between Sagittarius and Scorpio. Okay, that's November 13th, yeah. Alright, I didn't solve that. What's up for a few guys? A few guys. Shoot. Double Taurus. Maybe dealing with a Taurus. I'm gonna have twins. Sickness and death. Someone may or may not be feeling too good or talking about. There's also, Taurus is the doctor, the president, the judge, all that kind of stuff. Okay, we have Devil Aries, so they could be somebody at work you could be talking to, or talking to a doctor about work, or something like that. Aries energy, Venus and Aries. Okay. Work being done through a surgery or something like that. Number 3, 3 of Swords, Capricorn and Virgo. Mercury, talking to at work, something subject y'all on about health. Okay, let's see. Or death, or curing yourself before that time. Okay, yeah, definitely talking about work. And pyramids. Could be sports as well, or somebody might have a cane or on crutches. They're doing something different. Leo, fast pace. environment requires. Somebody might be saying something like, I'm gonna die here, or I'm overworking, or what I'm building on, no money. Okay. Or am I living just for money? Is my living in vain? Okay. Okay, that's Aquarius and Libra. Okay, let's see. We got Cancer and Pisces reverse, 3 of Cups. Somebody has no feeling about money. Take it or leave it. And about building, 10 of Scepter. A Leo. Feminine energy. About being boxed in the matrix behind the money. As if somebody is conversating, is making them sick. Are they sick and tired of what they doing? Let's see. Okay, I got 2 cards. Okay. Oh, I forgot what the pyramid means. Got Aries and Sagittarius. Masculine energy. Okay. 6633. 666, which does not mean what y'all think it means. It says something about home. Or somebody could do construction, or they could build, what they call it, where you build homes, or decorate homes, or Sagittarius energy, 7 of Scepter, fast pace, building things fast. You could be running out of money, doing that as well. Another thing, high rise condos, TP. Somebody said, fuck it, I'll just make me a TP. Unbalanced. Okay. Libra energy. Okay. Marriage, relationship, or taking action. Divorce. Let's see. Yeah. Somebody saying, well, I guess I'm thinking somebody's saying, I'm not thinking about marriage, have no reason for that, or working hard, or working till I get sick, or maybe don't want to get in that again. Okay, we got money again, reverse, 2 of coins, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, and then we got Scorpio, Libra, and Reaper. We got enemies. Got a lot of enemies. So getting rid of what don't serve you anymore, transformation, beyond the rainbow. Okay, I'm just talking about that. And Aquarius energy. Let's see. Number 3. Marriage in action. Remember the Son of the Earth, that to affirm what is true and will what is just is already to create it. To affirm and will the contrary is to vow oneself to destruction. Hope for success in thy enterprises, provided thou knowest how to unite and make fruit morally correct, behavior of thinking and righteousness bear fruit. Okay, the right foundation, of what you're doing, and that's body, that's health. Okay, somebody maybe stop drinking, changing things they do, maybe drinking on the job or early in the morning or when you're at lunchtime, when you get off. Somebody's not feeling it anymore. They're not just working for money. They want to have a cause, a reason. Some people, this is what I'm getting from here. Some people feel like they can live in a teepee. They don't have to have all of that. It's like getting rid of what don't serve you. Okay, let's see what number 13 is. You know, what does all that mean? Nothing, absolutely nothing. The Reaper, death and transformation. Remember then, son of the earth, that terrestrial things are of a short duration, and that the highest powers are reaped as the grass of the field. The dissolution of thy organs will come sooner than thou expected, but do not dread it, for death is but a partition of another life. The universe reabsorbs without ceasing all which springs to her bosom that has not spiritualized itself. So that's okay. Somebody has a realization of what's important, so they're getting into the spirit of themselves, okay? But the releasing of ourselves from material instincts by a free and voluntary adhesion of our souls to the laws of the universal movement that constitutes in us the creation of a second man, a celestial man, and begins our immortality. Okay. So, two things I take from that. Like I was saying at first, somebody's having an epiphany about that. Realizing that, you're working for all of this stuff and then it means nothing. And, you know, I was talking about alternate carbon. Some people want to be immortal and they don't mind doing it. I don't know if y'all seen Sandman. And there's a particular scene. He was in a pub or a restaurant or something. And he met this man who wanted to live forever. Him and his sister Death, right? And the man said he would love to live forever. So they gave him, I think, 100 years or so. And every 100 years he would visit him. But, Sandman, they got caught up in that. Didn't see him for a while. But after he wanted to live. He stayed a certain looking way. He watched his wives and children pass away. And he was immortal. So some people want to be immortal. So, and we never die anyway. So look, I was just looking at this. So the house is also the body. So this could be also many people, or whatever you want to call it, had many sleeves, many masks. So he took off all the masks, took off all the flesh, the avatar, and it's like starting over, transformation, the rainbow, taste the rainbow. It's also, a lot. My condolences, anyone passed away. Scorpio energy, a fucus, that's a fucus. Number 13, that's feminine energy. Okay, yeah, again, the money. Now this could be also a funeral, not having enough money to bury someone. Horseman of coins, and then we got I want Queen of Scepter. Let's read that. Horseman of coins. So it's like a debate or discussion. You don't have to be at work. No matter what I do, I'm crazy over you. Even when I'm with my boo. Okay, let's see. Horseman of Scepter. That's not right. Horseman of Coins, my fault. The note starts relating to health or money. Right with us reverse. Reverse, there are plots to unfairly obtain money from you. So this could be the funeral home. This could be family, Scorpio, whatever. Okay. When you die, you will, or whatever. Missed opportunity, delay, as Queen of Scepter. Reverse. The Queen of Scepter signifies a person ruled by the sign Leo. Haughty, high-spirited, ambitious, and resolute. Reverse indicates a Leo man. I will, I won't. So somebody, let's see if they say confused. Or confusing you. Leo again. Or confusing Leo. This is the future's in the 6th house, okay? Any sun sign. We got violence and a warning. Magician. Friends and an alchemist and an ex. So we got Taurus, Virgo, Leo, house, Mercury, the moon, reverse, Cancer energy, Aquarius, 9. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. What's first? Number 1. The magician, the magus, will and dexterity. Somebody may have a will. Okay, let's see. Remember then, son of the earth, that man would, like God, act without ceasing, to will nothing, to will something and do nothing, and is more fatal than do ill. Okay. Still kind of cut halfway up. That prophetic, okay. It announces that a firm will and faith in yourself, guided by reason and a love of justice, will conduct you to the end that you wish to attain, and will preserve you from the perils of the way. Okay, so this is what you've learned, what you've paying attention to, Okay, so you can transmute that energy. Sorcerer, Virgo, feminine energy. Maybe you've been too masculine, need to be more feminine. But you can see your instincts. Let's see, got the moon here. So either somebody trying to block you from knowing what's going on, false friends, enemies, jealous of you. Let's see, number 18. You'll know who's your friend or not. Use discernment. The moon, false friends, secret foes, secret holes. There's some holes in this. Remember this son of the earth, that whosoever braves the unknown does so at his peril. Hostile minds, figured by the black dog, will surround him with ambushes. I was thinking about that. They claim that this black girl, dogs turned on her and killed her. I don't believe that, but anyway. Will surround him with ambushes, because there's magician here. Somebody could be using that for bad. Could have made the dogs do something. Okay, anyway. Will surround him with ambushes. Friendly surveil minds will offer him flatteries, and treacherous minds, like unto the scorpion, will plan to attain their ends through his ruin. Observe and listen, but know how to be silent. Okay. Then we got number 9, Sag energy. Oh, it's Aquarius too, but it's a Sag card. Reverse. Friends don't have any wisdom. What's that number 9? The Sage. Wisdom and prudence. Remember then, son of the earth, prudence is the arm of the wise. Circumspection enables one to avoid snares and abyss, and to foresee treason. Take it for thy guide in all thy actions, even in the least. Nothing is indifferent here below. A pebble can overturn the chariot of the master of the world. Keep in mind that speech is silent and silence is go. So either we got someone here talking to friends who they think they friends about what they gonna do, or what you gonna do to somebody else, but actually the friends have a surprise for them. Got X here, ex friends or ex partner or ex planet, whatever the deal is. We got Leo and Aries. Okay, not being wise, secret enemies and not friends. Okay, you can transmute that energy. You the alchemist, the magician, I mean. Let's see. Oh, you know what's going on with the moon. Got Pisces also reversed. No love. Okay, Libra, Capricorn reverse. Equilibrium, which is Libra too. Let's see. Negative energy. Return back to you. No return back to me and mine. East Coast. Okay, we got Curate the Sage. Now we need Jack of Cups. Jack the Youth. Okay, Jack of Cups signifies a person ruled by Pisces, negative, timid, listless, harmless, and much influenced by those about him. Reverse indicates a Pisces woman, I believe. So it's reversed. They don't believe. And number 8 could be don't believe in self, or someone losing faith. The balance, justice, and equilibrium. They don't believe in justice anymore. Remember then some there that to be victorious over thyself and dominate obstacles is but a part of the human task. To accomplish it entirely, thou must establish equilibrium between the forces that thou hast brought into play. Be responsible for the things, the part you play. All actions produce reactions. The will should foresee the shock of opposite forces in order to temper or ameliorate them. It signifies that the future is balanced between good and evil, and warns that an unbalanced mind is like an aborted sun. So that's reverse. So somebody needs to think about the actions they're doing. If anything's going wrong, causing death or sickness to their self. Horse of Scepter. Leo energy, which is Sag, Devil, Capricorn. Talking, yeah, sickness, death on someone. Okay, cause and effect. Okay, let's do this. Horseman of Scepter. Denotes thoughts concerning business. Right way up, it indicates thoughts and advantages to the client. Okay. And then we got number 6. The 2 paths is reversed. Temptation. Remember this on there, that for the common man, the allurement of vice has a greater fascination than the astral beauty of virtue. Take care of thy resolutions. Obstacles bar before thee the path thou wouldest pursue. Contrary change hover over thee, and thy will wavers between 2 resolutions. Indecision is above all else worse than a bad choice. Advance or recede, but do not hesitate, and know that a chain of flowers are more difficult to break than a chain of iron. So loving, somebody lost faith in love, or and don't trust, or things ain't working out they want, things are chaotic, feeling some type of way about what's going on in their life, but they not realizing what they caused and the effect that they getting. Don't do the crime, you can't do the time. And if you'd been balanced, equilibrium, which is reverse, you would have made the right choices. You'd have seen the enemy. Okay. Even if yourself is the enemy. Magician has a spells going on here. That could be higher ups. There could be people you know, and that could be higher ups. I heard a man say today, you think the higher ups are watching you thinking about you? They not. They ain't worried about you. They worried about the big influences. That's a lie. Yes, they are. Horsemen of Swords Empathy, strife, sickness, devoted to defense of protection. Okay, no protection. Okay, let me read that. Horseman of swords denotes thoughts of empathy, strife, or sickness. Reverse. They are plans and designs for your ruin, for money. Cow is Taurus energy, mother. Well, they can be both the bull and I think the bull and the cow. Venus energy, Mercury energy, Aquarius, yeah, and Gemini energy. Hangman reverse. Aquarius energy, money, big money, family. Hangman number 12. The martyr, sacrifice and expiation. Remember this on the earth that sacrifice is a divine law from which none is exempt, but expecting ingratitude from men. Always, oh wait a minute. I left up raggedy, sorry. Always hold thy soul in readiness to render its account to the eternal. A violent death will spread its snares upon the way, but if the world attempts thy earthly life, do not die without accepting with resolution. This decree of God, and pardon our cruelest enemies, for whosoever does not forgive here below will be condemned in the next life to eternal solitude. You can feed them with a long-handled spoon, so somebody's trying to sacrifice either Pisces, Cancer. I got before it Aquarius, Gemini, and Aquarius for money, but it's reversed. A puppet. Damn, I didn't put that down before. I thought I put that down, double Capricorn. So you get your money or somebody planning on stealing it from you by force. 6 of Cups reverse, Scorpio, Cancer. No feelings, get out your feelings. Double Virgo. Okay, talking a lot, sickness and death. Hierophant. 1 of Cups and an X. Number 5. The Hierophant, religion and law. Remember this of the earth that before saying a man that he is fortunate or unfortunate, thou must know the use to which he has put his will. For every man creates his life in his image of his works. The genius of good is at thy right, and the genius of evil is at thy left. That voice can be heard only by the conscience. Retire into the sanctuary of the heart. Listen to the voice of the silence, and guided by it, thou wilt reach the goal of thy aspirations. It's reversed. So somebody don't care about no law. They don't care about talking loud, getting their point across. Could be in court. Yeah, standing, loving it. Devil cancer. I remind me, I seen a little clip. This young black dude they was on an airplane, and he was sitting in front, and this white guy kept putting his foot on his seat, and he kept telling the guy to stop. So when the guy was finally finna stop, because the black guy was young, kind of buff a little bit, the girlfriend gonna jump up and tell the white guy, she was mixed or whatever, you let him talk to you like that, egging it on, you know what I'm saying? Egging it on. And he like, he'll knock me out, I'm not finna keep pursuing that. It's no, she was missed as fuck. And she even sit around after he wouldn't get up and do it. She say to fight the black dude or whatever, argument more. She gonna tell the young black dude, anybody sitting with you, let me sit with you. And he said, you gonna leave me till my you don't have the balls or whatever to protect me. That was crazy and sick. How you gonna tell your boyfriend to be messy? She must have been looking at that young guy anyway and was tired of him anyway. She probably knew what she had. He wasn't gonna fight that guy. It was all planned and orchestrated. So anyway, Aquarius, let's see. It's gonna go that way. Go this way. Yeah. That was crazy. And the conversation wasn't even about her. And she think it's all about her. Wasn't nobody trying to save her honor. It wasn't even about her. He was putting his foot on a man's seat. Crazy. Too many lies behind your back. Trying to poison you. Okay. Not actual poison your name or whatever. Don't put your hands on me, and I do the same. Otherwise, it's on. I will fight you back. Hello. I really care about you. Wish you well. Over there. Indians or Indian giver. Call on ancestors' protection. Dr. Sabi he has herbs that you can use. Get a checkup. Spiritual bath herbs. I'll call a herbalist, voodoo doctor, check reputation, put a disease, curse, or bad demons in you, drugs and vagina. So yeah, you need some help. Anybody got that going on? Because it's good and bad demons, and it's all in how you feeding that demon in you, because we all have it in us. Negativity makes him grow and become violent. I love myself, me, myself, and I. All said and done. It's all about my actions. Hello. Different realms, dimensions, chakras. A real shift to jungle warfare. Rambo against the corrupt system. Robin Hood. Free loved one in the urn. Soul needs to go back to the ancestors. You got anybody if been over before their birthday, unless they're gonna cause chaos in your house. Set them free in the ocean or somewhere. Stop being jealous of old people because they have wisdom and knowledge and don't look like what they've been through. Y'all can both learn from each other, or looks have nothing to do with it. Stop being jealous of young people because you messed up your life. Okay. What purpose does that serve? You know what I'm saying? Is anybody loyal anymore? Okay. Besides, show me some love. Stop calling me person or agency. Changing number. Please stop. Laser beam. Strange weapons. A jar. A cage. Want your skin, blood, body parts to make purses, shoes, etc. To mark you for life. Crazy and sick people. Real for real. Boyfriend. Damn, your child hate him. Or you. Your boyfriend hate him. Hate your child. Let me get out there. Get our cars and some shit. Arbor smells. Bentley. Time for something new. Take action. Be happy. The universe sees and will respond. Spilling family blood. Disaster, storms, or life. Dodge. All right, y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Gotta go.